For decades, the Academy Awards functioned as a glittering, closed circuit. It was a space built specifically for the film industry to celebrate its own, offering audiences a brief window of strictly curated glamour. The 98th Academy Awards met a very different reality. Attendees arrived at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles to find a heavy, visible security presence, a direct response to the escalating conflicts involving the US, Israel, and Iran. This put the stars on the red carpet in a difficult position. They faced a choice between sticking to the teleprompter and prepared remarks or using their global platform to address the geopolitical turmoil unfolding outside the room. As the broadcast began, the primary interest shifted from the outcome of the awards to the artists themselves, testing whether they would acknowledge the crises at the door or keep to the industry script. This chart shows the massive footprint of the night's two biggest contenders. Ryan Coogler's Sinners led the field with 16 nominations, while Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another followed with 13. Both films traded in complex, uncomfortable themes. Sinners used the lens of supernatural horror to examine racial inequities, while One Battle After Another presented a stark look at the moral compromises of revolution. Because the most honored art of the year was rooted in social and political critique, the ceremony celebrating it was always going to reflect those same tensions on the stage. The night did see the Academy address several long-standing industry gaps. After years of critical acclaim but no top-tier wins, Paul Thomas Anderson finally took home both Best Picture and Best Director for One Battle After Another. Sinners saw its own success, specifically when Michael B. Jordan was named Best Actor. In his speech, he focused on his place within a specific lineage, naming the Black actors from Sidney Poitier to Denzel Washington, who made his own presence on that stage possible. The ceremony also marked a turning point in technical categories. Autumn Durald Arkapaw made history as the first woman, and the first woman of color, to win the Academy Award for Best Cinematography. The Academy further modernized by acknowledging essential behind-the-scenes work, awarding Cassandra Koulakundis the first-ever Oscar for achievement in casting. While these industry firsts showed the Academy evolving its internal recognition, the winners ensured the night would be defined by more than just professional milestones. The shift toward advocacy happened early. While presenting Best International Feature Film, Javier Bardem abandoned the scripted banter to demand a free Palestine, bringing the most heated conflict directly into the telecast. The global audience was then confronted with the localized reality of American gun violence. Gloria Cazares, whose daughter Jackie was killed in the Uvalde school shooting, took the stage to describe the empty bedrooms of children lost to tragedy. Host Jimmy Kimmel kept the focus on political power during his opening monologue. He took direct aim at Donald Trump and criticized network censorship, explicitly connecting the evening's glitz to the broader national political debate. Even the night's most celebrated director framed his victory through a political lens. In his acceptance speech, Paul Thomas Anderson apologized to his children for the housekeeping mess the current generation is leaving behind. By the end of the night, the accumulation of these moments had turned the stage into a platform for direct advocacy, demonstrating a significant change in how A-list stars prioritize their public voice. The broadcast also sent messages through its omissions. Timothée Chalamet suffered one of the most visible shutouts in recent memory, with Marty Supreme failing to win in any of its 9 categories, a result many online attributed to his recent controversial remarks on the arts. Further controversy arose when the Academy's In Memoriam segment failed to include Bollywood legend Dharmendra. The omission sparked immediate backlash from his family and fellow actors, highlighting a major disconnect in the Academy's global outreach. These choices, both who was snubbed and who was forgotten, reinforced that every decision by the Academy is interpreted as a statement of its core values. The 2026 ceremony suggests that the era of the strictly apolitical, industry-focused award show has become nearly impossible to maintain in the face of global instability. This shift is reflected in the art being honored. Popular genre films like Sinners and Frankenstein are now winning major categories, specifically because they integrate deep commentary on racial inequity and societal flaws into their narratives. The 98th Academy Awards leave a complex legacy. It was a night of historic breakthroughs in cinematography and casting, yet it will be remembered for the way it integrated global grief and political demands into the heart of the show. In a volatile world, the relevance of a global superstar now depends on their willingness to engage with these harsh realities, even while standing on Hollywood's most prestigious stage.